up? This is Darius Kimura, and today we're covering blues turnarounds. And I'm doing a whole series of blues guitar lessons. In the link in the description, you'll find a playlist. And we're doing turnarounds. We're in the key of E. Now, some of you just can learn it off my hand, but for the rest of you, you can download this tab. There's a tab at the top link in the description. So download the tab, and I'm going to be using the tab to teach this to you. And I'm also going to show you the application of the turnaround and how to put it into the 12-bar blues. So we'll be working with the drum beat and stuff like that. I appreciate your support. Feel free to comment your questions and also put your requests on there. And if this channel is helping you in your guitar development, help me out by liking and sharing and subscribing and commenting. It really helps. Also, if you want to support me, if you go down to the Patreon, there's a lot of resources there to help you in your playing, and it helps me make videos for you. So check it out. Okay, so here's our turnaround. So we got now I'm going to show you the stripped down version of what I just played, and it's going to be in the tab, but I'm going to show it to you and describe it to you even if you can't get the tab. And then I'm going to show you kind of how to elaborate and kind of make it a little bit even more interesting, if you will, more rhythmic stuff, more melodic stuff, and then we're going to apply it into our blues song. So we have, the first thing we do is we need to understand the blues structure. And if you don't know the blues or the blues structure, go back to the playlist of the blues lessons, because I teach the fundamental absolute beginner structure for the blues, and then I teach how to participate with this blues walk. And then now finally we're learning the turnaround. So if you're just landing on this video and you haven't learned the other stuff, you want to go back and learn the other stuff, because you're going to understand the context of how this whole thing comes together. So what we're doing is, this is yesterday's class. Let me see if I can get this paper without falling over. Here's yesterday's class. We have your turnaround is going to be going here. So we have your 12-bar blues, and this is the paper download from yesterday's lesson. The link's also in the playlist below. But the turnaround is going to be the last two bars. So you have your 12 bars, and it's your last two bars. We're in the key of E. And so what happens on the last two bars is the turnaround. Let me play it for you in context. So you're going to have the whole blues. Here's from the one. And E, A, E, A, E, B7. Here comes the turnaround right now. Okay, and that was really fast, I know, but I'm just showing you how to frame this, okay? So your turnaround, you start with an E7 chord on the one beat, so it goes one, and then you can go to the 4th fret on the 1st and 3rd string and play those two strings together. Either you can pinch them or you can strum them and mute the 2nd string. And then do the same strings, 3 and 1 on the 3rd fret. And then the same strings, 3 and 1 on the 2nd fret. Hammer that open 3rd string on the 1st fret, and then play the 4th string 2nd fret, open E, open high E, and then open 5th string 1st fret, 5th string 2nd fret, and then play your B7 chord. So the tab exit goes. That's how it comes together, okay? So, and that's the most basic form. So you got, so you're seeing me, I'm actually doing an arpeggio, and I'm doing this E7 shape. And to make this easy for you, maybe you know a D7 chord. You're just going to take that D7 chord, it's like a triangle. Here's your regular D, here's your D7, and we're just going to slide it up to this E7 shape. So your middle finger is going to be on the 4th fret. And if you arpeggiate that, that can be your descending triad. So if you start with the E7, you can hit that E7, and then as long as you end the turnaround on time, your rhythm is very loose, and it's okay to be negotiable. Okay, in other words, you can play your phrases. If you know your E pentatonic in the open position, and you can come up with phrases. So if you can play some phrases in here too, if you can make it work. That's a phrase. Here's another example. And I'm just making these up in a spur of the moment. As long as it's when it's time to hit the 5 chord, if I'm there on time, it's okay. But again, your basic turnaround is. So the tricky thing about learning the turnaround, believe it or not, it's not learning the notes. The notes are hard, but the harder thing is learning how to frame this into a blues song. So I want you. Hey there, sorry to interrupt. If you want to learn how to play lead guitar, I have something for you at the end of this video. You're starting out to go as simple as you can, because it's going to make it easier on you trying to take what you're doing and putting it into a blues song. So here's a BPM of 60 shuffle beat, and you can get this drum beat in the description below. But if you can play your blues, and if you play your blues, it's 12-bar blues. Stay with me, I'm going to show you. Now we do the A. 12-bar blues in the key of E. B7. Here's the turnaround. E. Alright, that's the vibe. Okay? Knowing how to situate it and put it in is so important, and being able to practice it slowly. A lot of blues turnarounds like this are really fast. You know? It's like, that's usually, you know, that's very common. Sweet Home Chicago. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? It's a fast song, so when they hit the turnaround, that's the vibe. So in order to make this a little more palatable, I have a 100 BPM drum beat that we can do this to. Again, the link's in the description. And if you just now did the 60 BPM and barely kept up, it's going to be too much. So I encourage you to stagger this at 60 and then 65, 70 and 75. Work your way up to whatever speed you want to be at. I'm using a BPM of 100. And just to show you a little faster vibe, like Sweet Home Chicago, more classic blues. So I'll show you, I'm going to play the 12-bar blues a couple times, and I'm going to show you the turnaround, okay? Here we go. 3, 4, and A. E. fun with his blues. Notice all these embellishments and substitutions that I'm doing. I could go on and on and on. And actually my next lesson, probably tomorrow's upload, is going to be about how to spice up your blues and add substitutions and variations, which is very important, by the way, because even if you don't play blues or like blues, if you're a fan of the guitar and you want to learn it, using the blues as an exercise to teach you music theory, to teach you chord substitutions, relationships of the 1, 4, and the 5, and where the major third is and where the 7 is, all of these important voicings and phrasing. It's great. It's a great platform and a launch pad to learn how to play the guitar and how to improvise with the blues, because it's a set, easy pattern, you know. So that's how I learned, actually. When I started playing blues was back in 91 or something around then, but I got really into it. And in case you're wondering, I was born in 79, so I was probably around like 15 years old. I was playing the blues. But anyway, really good stuff. Blues is my favorite topic, so lots more to come there. Please leave your comments if you have questions. It can be tricky. And by the way, and if you join me on Patreon, I can help you more. You can book a lesson on Skype if you're stuck. But just check out the Patreon, because it's kind of also a Discord in a way that you can chat with me, and I could respond to your questions with video uploads and stuff like that. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow. I do a video every day. Please feel free to like and subscribe and comment and share. Thanks so much. Take care. Hey guitar player, if you want to learn how to play lead guitar and you're a beginner, I have something for you. This is a very detailed beginner course for lead guitar playing, step by step. It's going to show you how to improvise. It's going to show you all of your pentatonic scales in the key of E minor, which is 8 positions over the span of 22 frets. You're also going to get 40 of my phrases that I'm going to teach you, and these are cool phrases. I'm also going to include the tabs of all of the phrases that I'm playing and all the positions that I'm playing. And you're going to have video of very in-depth, step-by-step explanations of how to start improvising. And more importantly, it's going to teach you how to think like a guitarist. I'm going to teach you how guitarists interact with live music and how we think. And so it's going to be very beneficial. If you get through this course, this will take you from beginner, absolute beginner, all the way to intermediate. You'll be an intermediate lead player by the end of this course. So it's very in-depth. I know that's a bold promise, but it's true, okay? You can check it out for free, do the free trial, and then go from there. Please ask me any questions that you have. I want to see you play lead guitar. You can do this. You can absolutely do this, step by step, one day at a time. We're gonna do this together. We're gonna do this at your pace. So check it out. The information's in the link below.